Imagine a creature so mysterious, so elusive, that its very existence teeters between myth and reality. A creature that may have been seen only by a handful of fortunate or unlucky witnesses. Some say it lurks in the icy waters of the Antarctic. Its massive pale body gliding through the depths, its humanoid features barely visible beneath the waves. But what exactly is the Ningen, and could it be real? Today we're diving into one of the most bizarre and intriguing cryptid stories to come out of Japan. A story of a creature that may or may not be hiding in the frozen waters of the Southern Ocean, the Ningen. The Ningen, which means human in Japanese, is a creature of legend that has captured the imagination of cryptozoologists and conspiracy theorists alike. Some say the Ningen's origin are as mysterious as the creature itself, emerging only in recent decades. But while its modern lore is relatively young, the Ningen's name might be familiar to anyone acquainted with Japan's rich folklore. There's something about this creature that has deep roots in the ancient fears and fascinations of the human mind. It all started in the 1990s when a series of bizarre reports began circulating from Japan's whaling research vessels operating in the Antarctic. Crew members spoke of a strange humanoid-shaped creature spotted in the icy waters far from anything ever cataloged by marine biology. Some describe it as having a pale, featureless body, similar to a human but much larger. Imagine a gigantic humanoid figure floating silently in the water. Could it really exist? Or was it a figment of imagination, distorted by isolation and fear of the unknown? As the sightings continued to trickle in, more details began to emerge. The creature was said to be around 20 to 30 meters in length, its skin an eerie, almost ghostly white. No eyes were reported, just smooth skin and a shape that made it appear both human and something entirely alien at the same time. But the most disturbing thing? Its apparent intelligence. The Ningen, according to witnesses, wasn't just a passive animal. It moved purposefully, suggesting it might be a conscious, self-aware being. Reports like these quickly spread beyond Japan's shores, sparking a wave of interest in cryptid circles and even making its way into pop culture. But were these just isolated incidents? Or is there something more to the Ningen story? As with any mysterious creature, theories about the Ningen's origins began to surface almost immediately, and like all good cryptid legends, the Ningen has sparked heated debate among enthusiasts. So let's take a look at the most popular theories surrounding this enigmatic creature. First, there's a misidentification theory. After all, it's not uncommon for people to mistake marine animals for something else, especially when they're seen in low visibility or at a distance. Some experts believe the Ningen could possibly be a misidentified beluga whale. These creatures with their bulbous heads and white skin could easily be mistaken for something more humanoid in the dark. While belugas are much smaller than the Ningen, they could explain some of the sightings. But this doesn't account for the reported size of the creature, which could be far larger than a beluga whale. Other theories suggest that the Ningen could be a giant squid or perhaps even a unique iceberg formation that, under certain conditions, could look like a humanoid figure. These explanations rely on the idea that natural phenomena might be misinterpreted as living creatures, especially when viewed from a distance or under poor visibility. And while these theories certainly hold weight, especially for brief or distant encounters, they fail to explain the more detailed accounts. For example, some witnesses describe the Ningen's movements as deliberate and intelligent, something no iceberg or marine animal has been known to do. Then, there's the theory that excites many cryptozoologists. The Ningen might be a species we've never encountered before. Could there be a large unknown creature hiding in the depths of the Southern Ocean? The world's oceans are vast, and despite technological advancements, we've only explored a tiny fraction of them. Many creatures, some even larger than we might expect, remain undiscovered. The giant squid, for instance, was considered mythical until it was finally documented in the 21st century. If the Ningen is real, it might be another example of a massive cold water creature that has yet to be documented by scientists. But the challenge with this theory is the lack of physical evidence. No conclusive photographs, videos, or specimens have been produced. If a creature as large and as remarkable as the Ningen exists, why hasn't anyone managed to capture it or find any physical traces of it? And then there's the question of its humanoid features. If it is indeed a marine creature, why would it develop traits like human-like arms and a smooth, pale body? These features are unprecedented in known marine life and challenge what we understand about evolution and marine biology. As with most cryptid stories, there are also those who believe the truth is being kept hidden. Could it be that the Japanese government or even other world governments are aware of the Ningen but suppressing the truth? Some theorists argue that the Ningen has been observed by researchers working on secret government missions in the Antarctic. They suggest that extensive data and photographic evidence does exist but is being kept classified for reasons unknown. Now, the motivation for such a cover-up vary. Some believe that the government wants to protect the creature from exploitation, while others suggest that it holds some kind of biological or military value. But here's the problem with this theory. In today's connected world, keeping a secret of this magnitude is extremely difficult. It's hard to believe that such a massive cover-up could remain hidden for so long, especially given the rise of social media and citizen journalism. And while the idea of a government conspiracy is intriguing, the lack of hard evidence makes this theory feel more like a product of human imagination than fact. Another theory links the Ningen to ancient Japanese folklore. In fact, the name Ningen shares a connection to a much older myth, the Ningyo. A creature from Japanese legend that is part fish and part human. Could the modern-day Ningen be a reinterpretation of the Ningyo, filtered through the lens of modern-day fears and anxieties? Historically, the Ningyo was said to bring misfortune to those who encountered it. The stories of these creatures often appeared in the waters around Japan, evolved into cautionary tales, warning of the dangers of the sea. As Japan began to expand its research into Antarctic waters in the 20th century, the Ningen legend took on new life. Could the modern sightings be an evolution of the old Ningyo myth, shaped by our contemporary fears of environmental destruction and the unknown? This theory suggests that the Ningen might not be an entirely new creature, but rather an echo of ancient beliefs, reimagined in the context of a rapidly changing world. From misidentifications to government cover-ups, and from unexplored species to cultural myths, the Ningen is a creature that refuses to be easily categorized. Some believe it's simply a figment of imagination, while others are convinced it's a living, breathing mystery waiting to be uncovered. But with no conclusive evidence, the question remains, is the Ningen real or just another legend of the deep? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere between the theories, or maybe, just maybe, the Ningen is a secret still waiting to be discovered beneath the ice. What do you think? Could there be a creature hiding in the depths of the Antarctic waters? Or is it just another story to add to the growing list of cryptid legends? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and just remember, where mystery lies, adventure awaits.